Hello everyone. So from the last video we have stopped it here. So I was telling you when it comes to a variable, so up to now what I have done this to you is normally z is equal to x plus y scenario. So you don't have to even worry, right? We add x plus y and we assign to z. But now we have seen a scenario here. It is somewhat equal to x is equal to x plus y. Okay, so you may get confused. How can x is equal to x plus y unless y is 0? Okay, that is possible. Okay, where in mathematics it is not possible, but in programming language this is possible. Okay, what is the meaning of it is, in the left hand side we don't care. Okay, the results of the right hand side is going to be assigned to the left hand side. That is a rule. Okay, so we don't care about the left hand side value. Okay, what is the existing value? We don't care. We do whatever we are supposed to do in the right hand side and we assign the value to the left hand side. Okay, so what happens is, when we are doing this, okay, just see this guys. Currently in the brightness value is 0. 0 is 0, no, okay, and the fade amount value is 5. Okay, I will use the word FAD, okay, so that we can save the time. 5. So when, as I say it, in the right hand side only we are going to do the calculation and the result will be assigned to the left hand side. Okay, so the problem is now what? Right hand side, what is that? Brightness plus fade amount. Okay, so since this is right hand side, we are going to take the values. So 0 is the brightness value in the memory location. Okay, so we take the 0 and replace instead of this brightness. Okay, so we will have in the right hand side 0, then plus, and for the fade amount we will look for the value. What is the value? 5. So here also it's 5. Okay, so 5 will be taken out and the 5 will be replaced here. Okay, so in the right hand side we will replace the existing values. The result will be assigned to the whatever the left hand side value. That's all. Okay, so left hand side, the problem is we have the same brightness value, variable name. Okay, so what they will do is they will add these right hand side things and assign the result to the left hand side. That is all our rule. Okay, whatever in the left hand side, the variable will be assigned with the calculated value of the right hand side. Okay, so the right hand value will be assigned to the brightness again. So what will happen is 0 plus 5 is equal to 5. So 5 will be again assigned to the brightness. So what will happen is the total amount of 5 will be calculated, okay, and again replaced here. Okay, so here 0 will be removed and 5 will be replaced. Okay guys, so that means the brightness value is replaced or increased. Actually, if you want, you can have, if you want more clarity, you can have a separate variable name here. That is totally fine. But in the name of code refactoring they have done it, but getting used to this kind of scenario is good for you. Okay, but if you feel confusing, you can use another variable name here and pass this value here. Okay, so maybe you can define that variable also here. Let's not think about that now, that may confuse you. Just try to get used to this. Okay, so this brightness will be replaced. Okay, so the new brightness value now is what? 5. So when the next time the void loop is iterating, okay, then there will be a delay. Then again we will do an analog write. So okay, when you are doing the analog write, now what is the brightness value? 5, right? See, brightness value is now 5. So now 5 will be given. Okay, so from 0 to 5 we have moved. Okay, the analog value, the brightness value, we have increased from 0 to 5 in the next iteration. Okay, then again we do the same calculation. Now again what I said, left hand side we have to replace the values. So now what is the brightness value to replace here? We will come and see in the memory location. It is 5, right? Because we have updated it in the previous iteration. Because this is 5 and the fade amount also 5. So 5 plus 5 is, now again it is being assigned to brightness value as 10. You understand? So we will take this in the right hand side. We will take this in the right hand side 10. Then we will see in the left hand side what is there. Again brightness is there on the left hand side. Okay, so that means whatever we do in the right hand side is getting assigned to the left hand side value. So since we are assigning the 10 to brightness, again this will go here. It will be a dual reassigning. It will become 10. Okay, so in the next iteration the brightness value has increased from 0 to 5 and 5 to 10. So likewise brightness value is going to be increased. Okay guys, so I hope you have kind of understood this scenario, right? So in every iteration this brightness value is going to be increased. Okay, so and you can see this value is being given as an analog output. Okay, so in every iteration the analog output is being increased by 5. Is that clear to you guys? So if it is not clear, you have to rewatch the video, guys. Okay, and also try to use separate variable for the here and here, and try to do the needed, try to write the needed variable names. So try to make the required changes here as well. I mean, if you are using a separate variable, you have to define that as you have to declare it here as well, right? So you can try to do like that. Okay, what I'm saying is if you are not okay with these two variables the same, you can have a different variable name here, pass that variable here, and you can do a declaration of that variable also here. Okay, where here, and then you can decide the initial value, okay, of the variable. Obviously it should be 0, and you can see what you can do. Try to see if you can do that way as well. You can do, obviously. Okay, so I'm not teaching that. So now try to understand the scenario. Okay, it will increase, right? So I hope this is understandable, guys. Okay, so let's hold it here. Anyway, so likewise, every iteration we are increasing this particular whatever called this brightness variable value. And another thing I want to tell you is the importance of declaring the brightness value as 0 here as a global variable. Why? When we are saying it here, it will run only one time, or in another word, this is just some value assigning. Okay, it is not going to run repetitively, right? Only the void loop is going to repetitively run. Okay, so only at the initial state only the brightness value will be 0. Okay, so after the first iteration, when the brightness value is declared assigned to be 5, okay, then during the next iteration starts, it will be 5 here. Okay, then again it will be becoming 10, and the next iteration starts, it will be 10 here. So we are able to increase the brightness value 0, 5, 10 like that. If we have done this declaration here, okay, as a local variable, what will happen? Every iteration at the first line, brightness value will be reassigned. Okay, so there is no point of increasing it here. Whatever you increase properly, when the void loop starts every time, it will be 0 again and again. So it doesn't make any sense. So here only, the using a global variable instead of a local variable gives us the opportunity to do what we want to do. You understand what I'm telling? Okay, if you don't understand, guys, you have to rewatch the video. Okay, guys, so you can understand now, at every iteration we are increasing it by 5, 5, 5, 5, plus 5, plus 5, plus 5. Okay, so we are good. We can go up to 255, no problem. At every void loop iteration it will happen. So we don't need to write this much of lengthy code. We can take advantage of this iteration, and we can simply increase this in a single line. Okay, if this same variables names are confusing you, you can use different variable names, and you can make the needed changes. Okay, anywhere wherever this variable declaration should happen, you can have those things. You know how to do those things. Okay, guys, so and you can do it if you are not okay with that. Okay, so that is some code refactoring thingy, but try to understand this, guys. Okay, I will catch you up in the next video, but before that I want to tell you something. There is a problem with the code yet. What is the problem? You are increasing the value, increasing the value. At one point it will go 255. Okay, that means it will go to the maximum. Then again what will happen? We have to stop that with that particular iteration. Okay, either we have to stop it or we have to decrease it back towards 0, because if it is more than 255, okay, if it is 255 and again there is a 5 will be added in the next iteration. Okay, let's say in one iteration this brightness value has become 255, then even the next iteration is starting, again 255 plus 5, 260 will happen. We don't want that to happen, because why? 255 is the maximum value. Okay, so we have to stop it with the 255. That scenario is not here. So this is going to pass the 255 and going to be continuously going, but no output will come after the 255. That will be the maximum brightness, because that will be the 5 voltage. You understand what I'm telling? So we have to give a fix to that, guys. We will talk about that in the next video.